Keep clapping, keep clapping. So I'm jerking off in the shower a couple weeks ago. Only to the first knuckle, nothing gay. When I'm finished, I realized the guy who wrote that article in that magazine was a fucking liar. I didn't feel nearly what he explained in that magazine article. As a matter of fact, I felt more like my first girlfriend did in high school. Feeling a little bit disappointed, unfulfilled, and wondering if I made a mistake or not. Well, as I get out of the shower feeling a little more dirty than I did when I got in, and fleeting memories of an uncle I'm trying to forget, I realized that me and my wife probably should spend a little bit more time enhancing things in bed if I'm willing to go to that lengths for a little bit more excitement. So we discuss it. We decide to go down to one of the sex shops, you know, come over to the big city and check it out. And we both basically decided that we were going to go separate directions and not tell each other what we got. Well, I head over to my little section. She heads over to her little section. And in my little section, I noticed a device that some men are probably really curious about. I know I was at that point in time. It was a penis pump. Now, I don't care if you're a guy with an 8-inch cock. You want to know what a 9-inch cock feels like. God knows I have an 8-inch cock, and I was curious about the 9-inch myself, so I picked this up and decided to test it out with my wife. And, well, I get it up there and get in my discreet little brown paper bag, and I'm looking around. And I meet up with my wife, and she's got her big brown paper bag, and I'm like, ooh, looks like we have some fun tonight. Well, we head back to the house, you know, and we're getting all hot and bothered, and I'm thinking, God, you know, after a build-up like this, only a moron could fuck up this night. Oh, man, we're going to have some fun. Well, we get all worked up, and I steal away. I'm like, okay, babe, I got to go to the bathroom real quick, you know. And I head off into the bathroom, and I open this thing up. First thing I do that every guy does is I throw the instructions away. And I slide this thing on, and I'm all, just get me tight. All of a sudden I hear, what are you doing in there, hon? Oh, nothing, I'll be out in just a second. You're going to love this. God, it's getting tight. Sounds like you're pumping up a bicycle tire in there. What are you doing? Nothing, I'll be out in a second. I told you. Oh, God, how do I get this off? Oh, it's stuck. And at that moment, she walks in. What are you doing? Oh, my God. And I'm just like, oh. Right, I'm telling you, man, if you're ever going to attach anything to your penis, man, do not throw the instructions away right after you pull it out of the box. Those are important. Well, after about a 5-minute struggle, I finally removed this thing from myself. I look down at my penis as it's going and falling down, and I realized that I had just given myself a full-length dick hickey. This thing was purple from the tip to the base. I'm looking down, oh my God, little buddy, are you alright? He looks up at me and he goes, if you ever do that to me again, I swear to God, I don't care how much Viagra you eat, I will never work for you again. And as I walk out of the bathroom to my wife, who apparently had pulled out her toys, and I'm like, oh, and I look over at her and she's just moaning with pleasure. And I'm like, what's going on, babe? She's all like, oh, well, doesn't look like you're in the mood anymore, so I busted out my little French lover, Pierre. I'm thinking, Pierre? It's this vibrating dildo with all these controls and all this stuff and does this crazy, and I'm just like, holy Jesus, she turns it on. I'm thinking, God, that thing has got a spin cycle that rivals my washing machine. Jesus Christ. And she's all, me and Pierre will finish off the night because obviously you're no longer in the mood. And I'm just thinking, oh, Pierre, oh. I'll get that little bastard. Well, the next day, I'm thinking I need to make it up to my dick because he's not talking to me. So we go to the Riverside. Has anybody here ever been to the Riverside over in Umatilla? Well, we decided to go to the Riverside. You know, that's the only thing I could do to make it up to him. A little bit of R&R, I guess you could say. And as I'm sitting there and I'm watching the ladies up there on stage dancing, and I can't help but wonder, how is it that new strippers get jobs here? I mean, you know, I started thinking about this place with the open mic night. Do they have an open pole night at a strip joint where people just get up on stage and strip? I mean, I can imagine the diverse talent that you would find there. You'd probably see this 6'3" tall, horse-faced, flat-chested woman named Sandra going, "Hello," trying to shake what she ain't got. You know, set a dollar bill down and she'd be all alone like this, with these flat little titties trying to pinch that dollar bill up off the bar with her nipples. Then the other women you'd probably see there would be like a 5'3" redheaded girl, about 250 pounds, with so many freckles you can't tell where her nipples start and her freckles end. And her name would be Peaches. Of course, her name would be Peaches. And then you would obviously see the one there that was probably going to go somewhere, that 5'6" stunning blonde with blue eyes, just trying to work her way through medical school, trying to find a little extra money. Well, I decided to buy myself a lap dance, and I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. My dick has forgiven me. He's finally decided to come out of his little hiding spot. We're getting all hot and bothered, and I realized, you know what? I'm going to go home and I'm going to make it up to my wife for last night's performance. And I race home because I got myself an 8-inch flying, mad, one-eyed, one-horned, purple people eater ready to do some business. And I get home and she's all, "Well, I knew you were going to the Riverside, so me and Pierre decided to have a little fun ourselves." At that moment, I'm all, "Oh, Pierre!" And I realized, you know what, God, forget this. I go walking into the kitchen, I grab the biggest knife I could find, I walk back in the bedroom, I grab Pierre, and I come out and I put the knife right to his head, and I'm like, "You don't get in bed right now, I'm cutting his freaking head off!" Well, needless to say, that didn't work out well either. Yeah, I come from Pendleton. In Pendleton, we have a diverse group of people out there. We have probably what everybody else has got. We have crackheads. They're roaming the streets at night, doing their crazy little things, doing their weird stuff, and we're not quite sure what it is they all do. I mean, I spent time as a crackhead myself, so I guess I know some of the things they do. In this next little bit, I developed to ask yourself if you yourself might be a crackhead. If you've ever found yourself at Walmart at 3 a.m. in the middle of an aisle with a shopping cart flipped upside down, working on the wobbly wheel, you might be a crackhead. And if on that shopping list that you brought to Walmart, the only two things you have on it are light bulbs and tin foil, you might be a crackhead. And if you ever thought it was a good idea to pet a police dog with drugs in your pocket, you might be a crackhead. And if you've ever gotten in an argument with some of your friends over who stole your lighter for 20 minutes, holding it in your hand, you might be a crackhead. And if you've ever spent the better part of an afternoon helping your friend find something that you stole, you might be a crackhead. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I got.